Welcome. Thanks for joining me tonight. It's Seek and You Will Find. And you get to ask me a question, and I'm going to give you an answer in the form of a healing. So if you have a question for me, go ahead and write it in the chat bar on the side and address it to admin so that it's anonymous. Nobody else will see the question but myself. So I'm going to go ahead and get the show on the road by setting the energy with a prayer. And then I have my first healing, which is of my choice. And I'm going to do that after I do the healing prayer. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace with body, mind, and spirit. Amen. Okay, so the healing that I wanted to give you tonight is on clearing energies that get between you and your success. So anything that you want to be successful in. And the way that I'm doing these healings tonight is as a composite of everybody all at once. And I'm going to get started. Here we go. First energy I notice that affects your ability to be successful is your self-affinity and or lack of. So it's energy in the heart chakra that gets between you and your ability to like and love yourself and, think that you can do whatever it is that you want to do. So let me address that. So really what this healing is on winds up being on your deserving. So what's coming out is a lot of other people and their judgment of you and what they believe you can and can't have. So a lot of judgments coming out. Competition, jealousy, when I look at your vibration of success, it's wonderful. It's like a party vibration with bells and whistles going off, like like celebratory. It's great. And now I'm just bringing that into present time. I'm just clearing a little bit of a shadowy energy right now. Okay, that just popped the energy. I actually don't even know what the shadowy energy was, but once I cleared it, then everything came up to gold. So I'm going to fill that in with a sun. And then I'll get started. Excuse me. All right. My first request is I'm discovering that there's a very distinct link between the choices that I've made in my romantic relationships and my childhood and adulthood relationship with my mother. Is it possible to clear the karma or energy so I don't repeat the same dysfunctional patterns in my current and future relationships? I tend to accept less than I deserve because that was my dynamic with my mom, just trying to shape-shift myself so I can be loved. Okay, thank you. Excuse me. One of the dynamics I see going on between you and your mom that affects your relationship space is where you didn't get a hello back from her the way that you would want one. Like, I just see that it wasn't, she wasn't able to give you a full-on hello to who you are as a spirit, as a being in the body. And that seems to be something that you're still chasing, is that hello that you didn't get. So I'm going to give you a healing on that. You know, that's a very deep wound. It's very deep because it really goes to the core of your relationship with your mom, and does my mother love me or not? And I can do healing work on it, which I'm doing right now, but I think it's going to require a little bit more than one healing because it's pretty deep. So I will tell you this, where you go to get a hello when you can't get one from your parent is Supreme Being. To me, that's where you would go to get that kind of hello. Okay. Did a little heart chakra healing for you too, to restore your self-affinity. And I'm going to fill you in with gold. And thank you for that request. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to start. Let's see. Up here. Okay, I've read this one, but I think there's a typo because I don't understand the first part. I've been disciplined with my something. I think it might be grounding, but my digestive system has been inflamed for days. Is it emotional or physical? What can I do to get it back in balance? Okay, let's take a look at that. Well, I'll validate you. It is really inflamed. I'm going to see if I can help you ground that. It seems to me like it's a medicine you're taking that might be irritating your digestive tract. Yeah. To me, what it looks like is something is being ingested and it's irritating it. And when I look at it, it's a lot more irritated up at the top of the where the stomach is, as opposed to like the lower gut. And some of that irritation is starting to ground out now. Okay. I'm starting to be able to see some gold come into that space now. Okay. Think of all the things that you're taking, that you're, ingesting, because it really does look like something that keeps being reintroduced into the body. So I'm filling you up with gold. Okay. Thank you for that request. I hope that helps. And I think what I'm going to do for everybody now is a healing on the stomach. First thing I notice about everyone's stomach is it's not processing food very well. It's kind of meh. It's sort of the energy. There's not a lot of zest or vitality to the stomach. You know what it looks like to me is a lot of the energy of the food that we eat winds up getting stuck in the stomach. Like I'll give you an example. Like whenever I go to a restaurant, I ground my food because sometimes people will be in the back. I've worked in a restaurant, so I know all about restaurant cooking. And sometimes people will be in the back, will be sick or something like that, or just have really yucky energy. So I always ground my food when I go out. And that's kind of what I'm looking at right now is how much energy gets stuck in the stomach from eating other people's food. Okay. All right. I got that cleared. I'm going to fill it in with a gold sun. When I say it, I mean your stomach. Okay. Good. Thank you for that. All right. Let me come to my list now. Oh, I'm having pain in my head and eyes. Okay. Let me work on that. To the person who requested this, you have a lot of energy on the optic nerves of your eyes. I'm going to start there. And then it seems to me that your left eye has more energy in it than your right eye. And I will tell you that the energy in your head is of a darker nature. So it's heavy. And I'm going to try to get that out for you. Good. There you go. You're doing a good job grounding it. Okay, good. It actually started clearing pretty easily. I'm going to give everybody a healing on their head and eyes now. So mostly in people's heads, what I see are beings and other people hanging out in your head. Friends, family, bosses, coworkers. So all of those are going down the grounding cord right now. Okay, good. That gave your head a little space so you can rattle around in there now. I'm going to fill that in with a gold sun. Okay. All right. Thanks for that request. Oh, my family is grieving over the loss of my brother. He passed on his birthday. My mom's sister and his children especially could use a healing to help us navigate through this. Yes. And I'd be happy to do a little mini healing right now, but also will you contact me after this? Doesn't have to be tonight, but we'll set up a healing for that, okay? Really, the healing is for you and your mom and his children, is what I see. So for tonight, to the person who requested this, what I can do, like in a short period, is connect everybody to Supreme Being and ask for a healing for the family on their grieving. And that's what I'm going to do. Wow, that's amazing. Just watching Supreme Being work with your family and how it calmed everything down. And also relieved some of the grief. So I'm going to fill you and your family in with gold, and then just text me or email me and we'll set up a more extensive healing for this, okay? All right. Thank you for that request. Okay. I'm interested in quantum touch healing. Would I get what I want out of learning this? Let me look. It looks like you would get a lot out of it, actually, that it would be a big piece of what you're looking for, to be honest. And there's something about the technique that would work really well with you. So, in answer to your question, yes, I think it would be really good for you. And you're welcome to write me back if there's a healing that you would like to request for tonight. But yeah, I see that would actually be a good thing for you. Okay. For nearly a year now, I have had skin irritation on my eyelids and around my eyes. The irritated skin is itchy, dry, flaky, puffy, and burns, like when you get salt on an open wound. If I rub it too much because of the itch, then the skin cracks. I'm wondering if it's being around people who were shedding, or maybe it's something else. Who were shedding? I think that's what the word is. I don't know what else to do. Any idea what it could be? Thanks. Okay. The first thing that comes up for me is too much sodium in your body. I can't really see what the origins of it are. I'm going to go into the eyes and just give them a healing and see if I can find anything else out. There's a purple energy inside your eyelids that I was working on releasing, and I'd say half of it came out. But it looks like whatever that purple energy is, it's part of the irritation in the eye. So, one thing you could do to help your eyes is to bring gold suns into them. And that's going to help raise the energy vibration of them. Whatever this is that's causing that is keeping the energy low in the cells. So if you were to, like, throughout the day, bring in gold suns right into the eye, I think that could help. Okay, I got rid of the purple. I'm going to fill the eyes in with gold now. It seems very much like eczema or something like that. I don't know if that's possible around the eyes, but it kind of has that quality. Okay, so I filled them in with gold, and thank you for that request. And what I'm going to do is give everybody else a healing on your eyes. That's a lot of tired eyes. Everybody's eyes are really tired and fatigued. And something that's irritating a lot of people's eyes are the lights, like office lights. Okay, and I'm just bringing both the eyes into balance with each other. Okay, I'm going to fill you in with gold. All right, let me take a look. Can you help with my two sons? And I'm being given the names. Okay, one son has a difficult personality, and then the second one has some drinking and responsibility problems. Okay, let me give them both a healing. Okay. I think that the first son that you were asking about, the one that is the difficult personality, to me, it looks like he came into the body with some energy that we would probably call a chip on the shoulder. And this is something that he, as a spirit, brought in with him. It's part of his personality. Well, it's a picture that he's trying to clear his personality. So I'll give him a healing on that. When I go to give this first son a healing, what I'm realizing is that he creates a lot of his own problems. I'm going to ask Supreme Being to give him a next step healing and help put him back on his path. He's getting a good healing, and the reason I can tell is he's turning green, which is when somebody's changing a lot or evolving, they turn green, and he's turning green right now. So it's changing his face a lot, the healing. All right. So now for the second one, who's got some drinking and responsibility issues, let me take a look at him. This son is also very sensitive. And he has some self-worth issues. I'm going to give him a heart chakra healing and help clear out the energy that's gotten in there between him and his own self-worth. And then I'm going to have Supreme Being give your second son a healing as well on the self-worth. Okay. I'm going to fill both of them in with gold now. You know, a female came out of your second son's space. I think it might be his mom when I gave the healing to the self-worth. So I think the mom might have been in that, blocking that self-worth space, but that got cleared and healed. And thank you for that request. And I think what I'm going to do for everybody else is give y'all a self-worth healing, or have Supreme Being give you a self-worth healing right now. And then I know I have just a couple more healings after this. Just watching everybody get the self-worth healing from Supreme Being. There's a lot of white energy coming out, some black. Some anger, your anger. Okay. And now that self-worth vibration is coming in. It's a really pretty orange gold. Okay. Good. All right. That was a good request. So thank you for asking about your sons. All right. I'd like to see if it's possible to shift the spiritual agreement with my romantic partner from the heart chakra to the sixth chakra, so that when it's time to exit the relationship and enter the one Supreme Being has for me, it will be an easier process. Well, that's kind of an interesting question, because you can always shift where you're residing in your chakras, but that doesn't necessarily mean that your romantic partner is going to be amenable to that and shift up to the sixth chakra. Because for one thing, you've got to look at whether your romantic partner is capable of coming up into the sixth. Do they have that headspace? Do they have that awareness? So for you, yes, it's going to be easier to exit if you're doing it from the sixth chakra instead of your heart chakra. Absolutely. Let me see what I can give you a healing on. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to take a look at where I see you residing most of the time in your relationship space. Well, a lot of you know what? A lot of the time you're in your throat chakra. So you're getting there. You want to get a little bit higher, moving from the heart up to the sixth. But I see you spend a lot of time in your fifth chakra in the relationship space. So I'm going to help push your energy or move it up to your sixth. And in order to keep you there in your sixth, there's some brown energy that needs to be cleared. So I'm just clearing that. Okay. I'm going to fill you in with gold. Okay. There you go. Yeah, I hope that helps. Okay. Okay, so here's another healing request. For the healing part, can I get a healing on knowing my next best steps for feeling fulfilled? Well, the first thing that I see for you is love. That bringing love into your life would be a priority. And you may poo-poo me when I say that. Go ahead and poo-poo me, but that's what I see is bringing love into your life. The other thing too, I'm going to have to be blunt, but creating some space and separation from your mom. That also is a big step towards fulfillment. And then I was just looking at your emotional body. There's a part of your emotional range that you haven't really been exploring too much. So I was grounding that and opening that up for you. Okay. All right. I'm going to fill you in with the gold sun. And then one last thing to you on the same healing is that you have a really wonderful, playful energy. And I don't see you using it or utilizing it very much right now. And it's a wonderful vibration. So at least from where I sit, I think bringing that vibration in more into your daily life would be really cool too. Anyway, thank you for that request. And I'm going to go right to the last request. Could I receive a healing on sleep issues? Yes. It's a very appropriate time to do a sleep healing right now. Well, one of the things that I see going on with you is that when you go to sleep, it's not, you don't have the space around your bed set up to be like a safe zone. And so what I see is that you're not going out very far when it's time to go to sleep. So you're not getting deep sleep. And just give me a minute here. It would help you if you would ground your bed and ground your bedroom before you go to sleep, because that's what I'm seeing is that your body doesn't feel like it's a safe place to be left alone. And so grounding it would be grounding the body and the bedroom and the bed would be a really good next step for you. But I'm going to go ahead and ground your sleep. You're removing a lot of energy out of your astral space right now. So this is good. It's a grayish white energy. Good. Okay. Okay. I've grounded your whole setup, your bed, your astral, and actually getting you out on the astral, kind of grounding a pathway for you to follow out onto the astral, since you're not used to going out too far. So I hope that helps. And thank you. Let me fill you in with gold. And yes, I did miss your question. I'm going to go do it now. I just saw that. I'm sorry. All right. I've been sick with a headache, cough and chest pain, low fever for the past 2 days. Yes, I can help you with this. And I'm sorry that I missed it first time around. Oh, your whole body is just like, ugh. I don't know if you're drinking any dairy, but your body is saying no milk. I just wanted to pass that on to you. Working on your head right now. We're going to ground your lungs. Looks like your back is really sore too, like the upper back, like just achy. Okay, now I'm going to hook you up to Supreme Being and ask Supreme Being to give you a next step healing and getting over this. That healing that Supreme Being gave you really helped to bring your energy back to like a color that's in affinity with you. So you're back to like I would say it's like a clear, sparkling blue. There's a little bit of yellow gold, and it just calmed your whole body down. So I hope that helps you and that you're able to sleep well tonight. Okay, let me fill you in with gold. And before I get off, I'm just going to give everybody that hung in there on the call an overall healing. I think I'll work on everybody's sleep tonight. That's what I'll do. So grounding your bed, grounding your bedroom, grounding you and your astral, in fact, what I'll do is I'll show you guys a route to go to a place that I have on the astral where I teach classes and have like a sanctuary. So I'll show you the path on how to get there. And I call it Paradise Park. Okay, I'm going to fill you all in with gold, and we're all going to have a great astral tonight. All right. May it be with the blessing of divinity that this seek and you will find tonight be complete. Amen. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me tonight. And I think the next thing that we have on the agenda is a Body Beautiful coming up next week, and it's on our joints. So that's going to be a good meditation. And then we march on into March. So that's right around the corner, and you'll be getting your March flyers pretty soon. So got my eyes on you. Thank you for hanging in there with me and coming to the Seek and You Will Find tonight. And I'll see you next week for Body Beautiful. All right. Good night.